What's up, everybody? It's the week of January 18th, 2021. My name is Taylor Cooper. This is Might Be News. It's another Manic Monday out there. With me, as always, co-host Jackie. What up, Jackie?
What's up?
Co-host Kev is here. What up, Kev? You wasted the good what up on everybody else.
I'm already out.
Yeah, you're already out. Get the fuck out of here. Bye, Kev. Co-host Danny is here as well. What up, Danny?
What's up?
So, wow, Kev, please tell me that was you.
Not even me, dickhead.
Tell me that was you, Kev.
Me.
Damn it, Danny, it's okay.
Such an ass.
Fucked up already. I fucked up already. Can we
okay.
just restart?
No, you know what? It's totally fine.
This is life now.
We're sponsored by Eunomia CBD. Go to eunomiacbd.com. Use promo code MBN, 20% off, free shipping and a free gift. Also, make sure you check out mbnnetwork.com. It's never been easier for you to find your new favorite podcast. It's jam-packed with good stuff on there these days. If you like Might Be News, like I like Might Be News, you go to mbnnetwork.com. You click on the Might Be News icon or up on the drop menu. Click on it. It'll take you to the page. You can find the playlist with every episode of Might Be News ever, with none of the other shows mixed in. It's an amazing thing. And it's like that for all the fucking shows. You can do that for everything. You can do that for Tunes. You can do it for Brews. You can do it for Relatable Radio, Novak and Franz, all of them. So check it out, mbnnetwork.com. What is up with all you guys tonight? How's everybody doing? Chilling, huh?
Chilling.
Not a damn thing.
That's nice.
Amy and I worked on the closet today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Which is this a hall closet, a bedroom closet?
Our bedroom closet.
Just
turning it into a sex slave.
Yeah.
Dang a sex swing in there, right?
Nice.
Nice little swing in there.
It's gotta be great.
They're making a fort so they can hide from the kids, right?
That'd be so dope.
We've been doing a lot of work around here as well. Last week, I guess you can say.
Last week, yeah.
Tiring.
A little bit every day. We had so many boxes still to go through. We moved in here 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 4 months already.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
We finally emptied out like our second bedroom, which Kev, you remember on move-in day, that was just like the pile-up room. That was just like put it all back there.
When in doubt, just put it all
back there.
We'll go through it later.
Yeah, we got it all done. It's now Jackie's arts and craft room, her office, and
it's a little workout room.
It's going to be a workout room when we get it there. And now, as you guys can see, not the people listening, but we have our nice studio wall back up. I'm anxious to get everybody back in studio so we can stop doing this bullshit streaming shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I miss having everybody at the table, and it's certainly a lot easier to do what we're doing that way.
Did you know you're talking when a vaccine comes out and everything? So off of that, I Am Legend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what year that movie was based in?
Was it 2021?
2021. You know why all those people turn into zombies?
Because they take the vaccine.
It was the cure for cancer.
A failed vaccine.
Yeah. Well,
how does that make you feel?
It could happen.
Bring them on. Bring them on. Give me the zombies.
I'm trying to stay positive here, Kev.
But if that's the case, then there should be a way to reverse it
and shoot the zombies.
We all saw how I Am Legend ended, right? I mean, I just know that
fucking Will Smith is getting a grenade to the fucking head.
I just know that I need to get north of the border, and I need to get there faster than you guys and everyone else.
Now, it all depends on the type of zombies it is. If it's like the I Am Legend zombies or the World War Z zombies, fuck that. But if it's like the Walking Dead zombies, I'm cool with those.
Well, and the I Am Legend ones, you know what? If I had to choose between I Am Legend or World War Z, I'd choose I Am Legend. They don't come out in the sunlight. You at least have a fighting chance.
That's absolutely correct.
So I Am Legend. I'll take those zombies over World War Z, but I would actually rather have, well, obviously no zombies, but
I'll tell you what.
but Walking Dead zombies because they're slow as shit.
Tell you what I'd rather have: a working COVID-19 virus.
Virus or vaccine?
Vaccine is what I meant.
Virus is working.
I want a vaccine that fucking works, and I want it now, and I want to be able to do podcasting again. I talked to Jackie earlier. I said as soon as it becomes available, which apparently our work applied for it or something, we'll get it sometime in the hopefully near future. But
You're taking it?
Oh, fuck yeah. As soon as we take it, whoever wants to come over can come over. Because after that, it's you guys who can get it, not us.
Right. You can still carry it.
Oh, I can still get it and carry it. What, I would just be automatically asymptomatic or something?
It doesn't make you immune. It's just like the flu shot. If you get the virus, it's not as severe. It doesn't have as many damaging effects on the body.
Still, count me in. Either way, even if it doesn't work all the way as far as COVID goes, if the whole zombie thing happens, I'd rather be a zombie than running from them. I'm tired of thinking about it. For real. What am I going to do? I'm going to shit myself first thing, and then I'm going to die very fast. I'm going to die covered in my own shit.
Can you imagine him walking around as a goofy-looking zombie?
Dude, I'd be
in a fucking 76ers jersey.
I'd be a really funny-looking zombie.
You ever see him run?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Taylor run? It's pretty funny.
Yeah, Kev's seen me. Kev and I have done foot races before.
Yeah, and he loses every time.
Every time. And every time I swear I'm going to beat him. I'm like, yeah, I could fucking trash you in a foot race. He's like, all right, let's go right now.
You have extra wind resistance because you're a little taller.
Yeah, whatever.
So.
All right. So
or he's just straight goofy.
That too. All right. I'll agree with you on that one.
That one works as well.
Whenever he's chasing me around the apartment, I laugh mostly because he's running.
I can picture him running like a boxer runs.
But it's funny too because it doesn't.
Dogs are big and lanky and they're all over the place. That's how I can see Taylor running.
It's pretty much.
It doesn't take him much to catch me because he literally takes 2 steps and he's there, and I've got nowhere. There's only so many places to go.
The funniest is when I try to run fast. When I try to run faster by taking smaller steps. Because I think that if I just take smaller steps as fast as I can, and I just try to, it's almost like one of those like Honda Civics that are like super loud and they're only going 5 miles an hour. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
For the good of the show, that needs to go on Patreon. A video of you running.
There's your Patreon.
Wow, great! Just me fucking running is gonna be.
All right, everybody's got to take a video of them running though, for comparison.
Yeah.
All I'm picturing is like the freaking Office when Dwight Schrute's out front running in front of like the speed sign.
Yeah, well, didn't they all do it too?
I think.
And Michael thought he went how fast but it was really the car.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. Got 25.
Do you think that Taylor would tape things over his nipples?
Oh my God, cotton balls over his nipples. I would pay to see this. I would join Patreon to see this.
Wow. Well, I'll think about it. All right, that's where I'm at with it. I'll think about it.
For the good of the show.
For the good of the show, Kev. You can shut the fuck up for the good of the show. All right, I got some good news here before we jump into some alien stuff. Here we go.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
Want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, so this week I got a couple stories. The first one I have is about a young girl who wrote a get well card to one of the injured Capitol police officers. One of the more harrowing images from last week's violent riot at the U.S. Capitol depicted a bloodied police officer pinned between doors by a mob as he tried to fight off the rioters. More than 1,000 miles away, a 10-year-old fourth grader from Billings, Montana, was in tears when she saw the scene. Emma Jablonski then decided to write to the officer a get well note. Quote, "Dear officer, I'm Emma, and I'm 10 years old. I hope you heal from being crushed," she wrote. "I feel bad for you. Those people are really bad hurting you. I hope you and your family are nice and healthy. When I saw the video on CNN about people crushing you with a door, I almost cried. Get well, Emma. Officer Daniel Hodges, a six-year veteran of the D.C. police, was able to thank Emma for her kindness and let her know he's doing better after NBC4 in Washington, D.C. linked the two together for a Zoom call. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Because that was one of the more traumatic, I feel like, images from that whole scene was that guy getting crushed between the door. Like, that shit's...
I thought that guy passed away.
No, that's not the guy who passed away.
Okay.
So the next story I have, Seattle home bakers donate over 1,300 loaves of bread for a local food bank. More people are cooking at home than ever during the pandemic. And in Seattle, more than 500 home bakers are taking an extra step to give back to their community. Led by college administrator and an avid baker, Catherine Cayrley, Community Loaves has been on a mission to donate home-baked bread to a local food bank. Cayrley, who used her home as a staging area for the ambitious project, told today's Dylan Dreyer that the efforts have grown from a small initial donation to the delivery of over 1,300 loaves of bread. It's pretty awesome. Damn. People are struggling in a big way these days, and you never know who's struggling with food and stuff like that. So that's really important. I think that's really cool. My last story for the week. Gumdrop is the first pit bull adopted in Denver since the repeal of a 30-year pit bull ban. A 3-year-old pit bull named Gumdrop ended 2020 as a stray on the streets of Denver, but he started 2021 by making history as the first pit bull legally adopted since voters repealed a ban on the breed that had stood for over 30 years. Since
You couldn't adopt a pit bull for over 30 years in Denver?
Since 1989, it had been illegal to own any dog deemed to have the majority appearance of a pit bull. An umbrella term including that's great. An umbrella term including American Pit Bull Terriers, Staffordshire Bull Terriers, and American Staffordshire Terriers. But in November 2020, voters overwhelmingly passed legislation that replaces the outright ban with a provisional breed restricted license to help monitor any incidents. It also requires vaccinations and that the pets be spayed and neutered. It launched January 2nd, which happened to be the first day that Gumdrop became available for adoption from Denver Animal Shelter. Here's a picture of Gumdrop.
That's crazy.
I don't know if you guys can see.
Pretty dog.
She kind of reminds me of your dog, Danny.
Yeah.
So that's the good news for the week. It's the good news for the week.
That's kind of ridiculous that they banned that shit. I mean, they're like
especially
some of the
for
sweetest
that long.
dogs out there.
Well, they're not the only place that's banned them. I mean, it's not unheard of.
You look on a scale, there's more fucking Labrador attacks than there are pit bull attacks.
Well, actually, even then, I think small dogs like Chihuahuas and stuff, they tend to bite. Pit bulls just get a bad rep, like they do. I have yet to meet a single pit bull that wasn't a complete sweetheart in one way or another.
Yeah, I think, they do get a bad rep. I don't really know where that all stems from, but I guess maybe dog fighting.
A lot of people use them for dog fighting. That's why.
It's a real
They're
shame.
naturally big, muscular dogs, and they can put on
They look
muscle.
intimidating.
Yeah, they
But
can
Dobermans
people
Dobermans, I think, look more intimidating, right? Like,
Oh
they
yeah,
just have that look, where you're just like,
I mean,
don't
you
attack.
watch a movie with somebody who has a lot of money and they have attack dogs. They either have German Shepherds or they have Dobermans.
Yeah, I agree.
So last week, Kev broke some news on this show, which doesn't happen hardly ever. It never happens.
Do work.
He brought something up that I had no idea about whatsoever, and I thought he was totally full of shit because he usually is, and it turns out that he wasn't. And what I'm talking about is apparently this last stimulus bill. This last stimulus package that they passed included a part of it said that the CIA basically had 180 days to put out all the information that they had about UFOs. and not aliens, but UFOs. They don't have anything about aliens, spoiler alert, but they do have a lot of information about UFOs. This information's out right now. I have not gone through all of it. It's kind of in the process of being looked over and picked through and kind of transcribed and things of that nature.
Why was this something that was just randomly thrown in there?
That I don't know, really. I really don't know why. But from reports of flying saucers to mysterious bomb blasts, the CIA has opened its catalog of intelligence on reports of unidentified flying objects to the public. It's called UFOs, Fact or Fiction. It contains dozens of downloadable files and on sightings and unexplained phenomena from around the world. The documents cover 5 decades of research.
5 decades.
From the 1940s to the early 1990s. It's not
50 years.
Yeah, it's not.
There's got to be something in there.
It's not clear, however, if the CIA has included all of their files. The agency did not immediately respond to request or for comment. In one report from June of 1996, 2 Lithuanian police officers working near the border reporting seeing a, quote, spherical object hanging and pulsing, alternately shrinking and expanding around 12:30 a.m. that morning. They also described a, quote, strange sound like an electric or electronic crackle. The object rose higher in the air when they approached to investigate and flew away after 30 minutes, according to the report. Quote, but it was noted that the tall grass around the place over which the sphere had hung was flattened to a radius of 10 meters. Local scientists did not have an opinion on the reported sighting, the document says. So the catalog consists mainly of CIA cables, quote, reporting unsubstantiated UFO sightings in the foreign press and intra-agency memos. So basically this is just memos, reports. Anytime that somebody hit up the CIA or some report came across their desk being like, yeah, we saw something in New Mexico or we saw something in Lithuania or whatever, that's what they released. Let me see.
So they kind of found their own little loophole where they don't have to release everything. It's just basically reports of people seeing stuff.
Correct. But some of it is official. It's all official stuff. This is documents that they had that are now out there for us to see. It's, I guess the website's called Black Vault. That's where it's been released to, or at least these guys are kind of like data mining it and just basically.
That sounds like a safe place to go visit.
No, I think it is. And honestly, all I did to research this, I typed into Google UFO CIA. That's all I put in, and you will be able to find these documents. They're out there for the public.
Great. Now you got Uncle Sam listening in on everything you're saying.
Maybe. That's possible.
He already is.
Probably. But this is just, it's a pretty cool thing. Approximately 2,780 pages of Central Intelligence Agency's documents detailing the government's and entities' findings on unidentified flying objects are now available for anyone to read and download. So you can not only read this stuff, but you can download it to your computer and study it yourself. You can just study it yourself and have it for your own use. The thing about it is, though, is that they're not in order. It's not like in the way that it is right now, from what I'm to understand, you can't like search for a specific date. Say, oh, I know a friend that said that there was a alien sighting on such and such specific date. You can't go into this thing and do that yet. But that's what this Black Vault website's doing, is they're taking all this information, they're cataloging it, and they're like scanning in the papers themselves and putting it in some sort of numerical order or format that you can kind of search through. But it's not there yet. It's getting there.
But who's to say that the CIA says, oh, we'll release this one, but not this one. We'll release this one, but not this one. And who's going to be there to fucking fact check them on it?
Well, I am not a lawyer, and I don't know what I'm looking at when I look at like stimulus bill proposals, and I don't know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the provision in the stimulus bill that says that these guys have to release all this stuff. So I don't know the legal ramifications if they don't. I don't know the checks and balances of it. I don't even know that it says that they have to unload, quote, all of it. But that's the terminology that's been used on all the reports that I've seen, is that they have to release all of it. So I assume that they're going to release all of the stuff on UFOs. Nothing in there said anything about aliens. None of these reports say anything about aliens. Nothing on paper says anything about little green people, alien things. It's all UFOs. I saw a sphere in the sky. I heard a sound in the sky. I saw a light in the sky. That's what these things are talking about.
See, I thought that they were going to be releasing like, in 2004, we spotted, a UFO with this telescope and we tracked it from this point to this point and then it disappeared and we have nothing further on it.
I don't know if anything like that exists because I don't know if we have the technology to track these things.
We need to talk to
for everything. Go ahead.
Dr. Meredith Wells.
Meredith Wells, yeah.
We should get her back on the phone.
We should, because she wholeheartedly disagreed.
She said she believes that there are aliens.
She doesn't believe in the physics of this stuff.
But
Call her now.
Call her now. No, it just because she said it's so vast that the idea of them picking up on a signal that we're sending out and them she just didn't see how it was going to be possible.
Right.
Call her.
I'm not going to call her right now. I'm not going to call her right now.
Do you even have her number?
At least send her a fucking text message.
How about fucking no, Kev?
All right, an email.
Maybe for another episode. I want to just finish this part by saying that we're not going to prove anything sitting here right now, obviously. Okay.
We already fucking know that there's aliens.
Hey, if you saw my 9th grade science teacher, you would know that there's aliens.
Wait, who was your
one?
Who was it?
I forget.
I believe in aliens. You know this, but
man,
you know this, man. But I'm excited to look through some of this stuff. I'm excited for the next couple months when other people look through this stuff and kind of point out the ones that are more interesting than others. You know what I mean? Like, I'm curious how many of these are paranormal experiences or something along those lines, because there's that might be entailed in this. I don't know. I need to go through some of these things, but I'm not going to just pile through a bunch of random shit.
They're going to probe you.
It could happen. It might happen. I'm not going to rule it out. You know what I mean?
I think you'd enjoy it.
I can't.
Where does one sign up for the probing?
Asking for a friend.
Here's Kev right before he gets probed by aliens.
I'm going to put it in my butt and twist it.
It's as it's happening.
Only if they twist my dick.
They come over here and it's like, Kev, we need you to put this in your butt. And he's like,
I'm going to put it in my butt and twist it.
Are you sure?
Just it needs to be lubed up first.
You sick fuck.
A little bit of spit.
You sick fuck. Alien spit. What is it? What do you think it is? It's like
acid.
Corrosive. Yeah. It's like,
Your butthole has another hole.
There goes my O-ring.
All right. Enough of that shit.
This is what happens when all three of us get back together.
Yeah.
We talk about alien probing. This is great, guys.
This is great. Well, last week's episode was pretty heavy, and I have a little bit to add to that.
Marty.
But it was a little heavy last week with the whole insurrection on the Capitol and everything. But
all the flying DeLoreans because it's so heavy.
So heavy, Kev. All right, here's what's the point.
What's the point? Is there a point to this? What is your
Are
point?
you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
Jackie, what's your point this week?
All right. This actually could have qualified under a good news story, but either you forgot or you knew that you told me to do this as a point. So,
Oh, I did. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, and I told you to use it.
So there was a family that went into a restaurant in Florida, and the waitress wasn't even supposed to be working that day. Somebody had called out. So she went in and realized that, well, the parents are eating, but this child's not eating. And she could see, he's wearing a mask. So she could see he's got bruises on his face. He's got a cut between his eyebrows. She can see bruises on his arms. So her motherly instinct, because she's like, I have kids, her motherly instinct kicked in and said, something doesn't feel right in this situation. So she ended up, it wasn't a super busy time at the restaurant. And based off of where this table was situated and right where this boy was sitting, she was able to kind of pass him a note where his parents couldn't see to ask him, are you okay? And he shook his head no.
Oh.
And then she wrote another note saying, do you need help? And he shook his head yes. Because she asked them earlier, like, oh, does he need anything to eat? Like, and they basically know he's going to eat when he gets home. And what ended up being was it's the mother there it's her boyfriend, this child who's 11, and then I think there's a 4-year-old child there as well. And she ended up calling the police and was like, I don't know what to do, but I have a child in my restaurant right now that I think is being abused. So the police came in, took them. Both kids are, I guess, not necessarily in foster care yet, but, they're away from their parents for the time being. But apparently he was being abused at home. I don't know if it's happening to the 4-year-old. I don't know if the 4-year-old is the stepfather's child with her, or I don't know the whole family dynamic. But the waitress is being hailed a hero because it's, see something, say something. And she just knew deep down something wasn't right. So, and I just don't understand. How do people abuse children like that? How do you not feed them? How do you literally lay hands like that on, you know what I mean? I know people I grew up, I got my ass beat. I'm not saying I didn't deserve it, but it's not to the extent where it's, it was abuse. It's just, that's the time we grew up in. But nowadays you can't do anything like that with your children without somebody calling. But I mean, this guy was literally torturing this child, torturing him at home. So I thank God that this waitress had the courage to say something. A lot of times you're like, not my lane. I'm going to stay in my lane. But
Yeah, good for her.
when it comes to children, we need to speak up. We need to say something. So that's my point.
Good point. Good job. Kev, what's your point this week?
So my point is that I don't know, it might be a little too soon to say it like this, but Chinese people eat the weirdest things.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, terrific.
I was not expecting that at all.
So in China, McDonald's is releasing a new menu item. It is a spam burger, spam, topped with Oreos.
Wow.
Why?
Have you ever had spam?
No, I never have. I feel a certain kind of way about eating meat out of a can.
Allison and I had this conversation the other night because I asked her the same question, and we both said we've never had it, and it's just one of those things that's like, yeah, we're not going to go there.
Have either of you two had spam, Taylor and Jack?
No.
I have never had spam.
I've never had spam
in my
either.
life.
Would you eat it?
I would have to in a zombie apocalypse.
I mean, I'm not going to rule it out saying I wouldn't at least try it, but if I don't have to, I won't.
I mean, it's meat. I mean, I'll try it.
Right.
It's meat that won't go
I always
bad.
hear people talk about frying it up and mixing it with like eggs.
I've heard of people.
Sign me up.
I know people that love the shit.
Wasn't there a jingle to spam?
Probably.
No? Anybody?
Maybe if you remember it, give it a shot. Why don't you come
No.
up with one right now?
No,
Do
no,
it.
no. No,
Do
no,
it.
no, no. I was just curious if anybody remembered because I kind of feel like there was one.
Probably was.
Spam,
Spam.
spam, me in a can. Spam, spam, me in a can. See?
Wow.
Done.
Wow. Okay.
No, but so China, they're releasing a new item menu at McDonald's, and for $2.01, the Chinese equivalent to $2.01, you can get a bun, and in between the bun, 2 slices of Spam topped with Oreos.
That's wild.
Sounds delicious.
It sounds wild.
I mean, I'd pick that over the burger topped with the tarantula.
That's
Yes.
true.
I agree. I would probably pick that. Yeah.
true.
I would probably pick that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good point,
I'll take
Kev. Good job. It's a weird
Thanks.
point. Caught me off guard a little bit with your, all that. But you did a good job tonight. Danny, what's your point?
Terrific.
My point's going to be about my beloved Eagles. I think that we made the wrong choice in picking Carson Wentz over Doug Peterson. There was an interview that came out this week from Troy Aikman. Apparently, he called Doug Peterson after he was fired and talked to Doug about what had happened. And Doug's belief was Jalen Hurts was the better quarterback, and he was going to be moving forward and building a team around Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles organization thought that that was the wrong move, and that's the reason Doug was fired. I am kind of over this Carson Wentz era bullshit in Philly. He had the MVP run in 2017, ended with an injury. 2018 didn't play that well, ended with an injury. 2019 he was playing better at the end, ended with a concussion. 2020, his worst year ever. I think he could be a better quarterback than what he is in Philly, and I think it would have to be on another team other than the Philadelphia Eagles. So I am one that says you made the wrong move. You should have kept Doug Peterson, and you should have got rid of Carson Wentz instead.
What about his contract?
You can trade him. I mean, we've already had him for a few years under his contract, so you're not trading a quarterback on a 5-year contract worth $100 and some odd million. You're basically trading a quarterback with a 2-year contract at around $45 million. And for a quarterback that can come on and start on any team, that's not a bad contract to have.
Didn't Carson come out and say that he would actually take a pay cut? Because the Eagles had to retain some of his contract or something like that, from what I remember hearing. And
if they would have cut him,
if they cut him, not trade him.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they got rid of him, they're responsible for his contract.
But he said something along the lines of taking a pay cut to get moved to another team.
I did hear that as well. I don't know if that was a rumor or if that was actually true or not. But I could see that being something that he would do to get moved to another team. Because, you have Frank Reich down in Indianapolis with Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers was signed on a 1-year deal. They were just knocked out of playoffs. I think him back with Frank Reich down in Indianapolis would be an ideal match for him.
There you go.
Bill Belichick's looking for a quarterback too.
Bill Belichick is, and I'm kind of hoping he does not get Justin Fields in the NFL draft, because if he gets Justin Fields, he's going to be a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a really good quarterback.
There's another Patriots era.
It's going to be interesting because, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, Danny. I think that Carson Wentz and Doug P just grew apart. And I heard multiple sources say that their relationship was kind of just broken beyond repair.
Yeah.
And the struggle for upper management has to be the fact that, they have Carson Wentz for guaranteed money, and that's not the situation for Doug Peterson. And, I said it on Might Be Bruised last week that Doug Peterson is not the genius of the Super Bowl winning Eagles. It was Frank Reich. And,
and Nick Foles. Nick Foles was the one that called Philly.
Right. But like, you know, it's just like back then they had an offensive coordinator. They do now, but Doug Peterson was calling all the plays, and you could see that the creativity was gone, the innovation was gone. Also, the roster's been terrible. They've made some really bad, you know, contract negotiations and extensions, and the Eagles are a mess right now. And I don't know what it's going to look like when it's all done.
Who do you want as the new head coach?
Oh, I can't even begin to answer that question. I have no idea.
I really liked Robert Saline. He was the defensive coordinator for the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he would have been a fantastic person as a head coach because he's a defensive-driven guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he would definitely bring a whole new atmosphere to this team, but he was just signed by the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to Deuce Staley. Deuce Staley deserves it. You have every player on the team that's coming out and speaking out saying, we want Deuce. Like, Deuce can lead this team. He's got the respect of everybody in this locker room. I think Deuce Staley would make a fantastic head coach. And the fact that Malcolm Jenkins is even coming out and saying, listen, if I, in a different lifetime, I'd play for Deuce in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You have a player like Malcolm Jenkins saying that, you have to take that.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because Malcolm Jenkins was the best leader on that Eagles team for many, many, many years.
Okay.
Who's he playing for now?
The Saints.
Of course.
That was his original team, the Saints.
It's so crazy that the Eagles have made so many moves and personnel changes in the time that Claude Giroux has still been on the Flyers.
It's because of Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman is a fantastic general manager at contracts, negotiating contracts, and paying players.
But the point of that is that Taylor's a fucking shithead and doesn't know how.
There he is. We were like, Kev didn't say anything.
All right. Good point, Danny.
Claude Giroux's been on the team for what, 10 years now?
10
A
or
long
more
time.
years. He's probably
Long
only scored about 12 playoff goals total.
Yo, I'm excited for the Flyers season, Kev.
Maybe
I'm
less.
telling
Probably
you.
less. Probably like 4.
It's, watching just 2 games, I know it's the Penguins. The Penguins are always good, but that team looks decent out there.
Sixers.
So
The Flyers look great.
did you watch the whole game yesterday, like from start to finish? Because they looked sloppy, like for the first half of the first period. They really did look sloppy. But Claude Giroux is a playmaker, and he assists goals rather than score them. He does score goals, but he's a playmaker. And you guys know what a playmaker does is he
Makes
sets up
plays.
the goal.
He's basically the Ben Simmons of the Flyers.
Right. That they would have traded
So he doesn't shoot.
Or what's his name?
Based off that analogy, what you're saying is he doesn't shoot. He's well known, but he doesn't. I'm just messing. I've always liked Claude Giroux.
I like Claude Giroux just fine until they get to the playoffs, and then he's gone.
Put up or shut up, man.
It's not your turn anymore, Kev. It's my turn now. So
Shut
What's
up.
your point?
my point
Shut up.
this week, Wednesday is inauguration day, and
This Wednesday?
this coming Wednesday, Joe
Oh,
Biden.
God.
Joe Biden
I'm scared. I'm honestly
will become the new president.
scared for what's going to happen on Wednesday.
I'm not that worried about it.
I think the My Pillow guy might start a pillow fight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was a little worried about it, but they have thousands of National Guard troops like literally
Already
sleeping on
there.
the floor in the Capitol. They've been there all week. They're gonna be there all week this week.
Yeah.
Everything that these QAnon fucking people
These QAnon fucks.
were trying to
As,
happen.
what's his face says?
They were trying to get it to happen, and all that's over now. Like the vote's been certified. Joe Biden
Didn't
is.
they say they were coming back and they weren't going to be nice this time and they were going to bring weapons?
Yeah, I mean there's definitely stuff like that going on online for sure. There's been close to 100 arrests made that I could see when I looked earlier today of the people that were involved or people that went to the Capitol.
I love seeing the stories of the family turning in their own family members.
Oh, dude, it's a trip. And realistically, it's happening all over the internet. The FBI has been asking people for help, identifying people. Social media companies are basically turning completely transparent to the FBI, showing them anybody who's talking about it, anybody who posted about it, anybody who posted pictures or selfies of themselves in the Capitol. All of that information is being turned over. There was a notice put out this past weekend or this past week that said basically if you had a phone and you were there, you're fucked. They're going to get you. Like, they have your location. They know where you are. And most of these people were posting about it on social media.
Yep.
Dummies.
And it's not even wearing masks. They're getting the people that did wear masks. Like, they're getting everybody. Like, they got the Q shaman. They got a button. I don't even know the names of all these people, but every other day I feel like I look on social media and it's like, oh, so-and-so that picture that you saw of this person, that person's arrested now. The guy that was broken in Nancy Pelosi's office, he's arrested now. The guy that was beating the cop with an American flag, he's arrested now. The guy who brought the Confederate flag in the Capitol, he's arrested now. It goes on and on and on. But a little update from our show last week. It's funny. We talked about, Jackie and I recorded a Patreon episode last week and we talked about it, but Kev, you might remember somewhere in that episode, I talked about Ron Watkins, the guy who I think is Q. And I was like, I just want this fucking guy to block me on Twitter. And I woke up in the morning on Friday, the Friday after we recorded that episode, and Ron Watkins blocked me on Twitter. And later that day, Ron Watkins was booted off of Twitter. I might have been the last person that Ron Watkins blocked. I don't know, but I might be the fucking last guy, dude. I was so fucking hyped.
Good for you, buddy.
I was so hyped.
Goal accomplished.
Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means that he blocked you?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
No, it means that he's read what you've said to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that whatever you said was probably so accurate he couldn't have anybody know about it.
What was the last thing that you said to him?
You called him a pussy, didn't
Well,
you?
no, that wasn't the last thing. The last thing I said,
You told him he was going to be a good bitch in jail or something?
that was one of the last things I said. The actual last thing I said was I tagged the FBI at FBI. Take a look at this guy. Go back. Take a look at this guy. I mean, I wasn't the only one doing it. If you go in the comments, it's at FBI, at FBI. This fucking guy we think this guy's Q. This is Q. This is Q. And yeah, that was one of the that was the last thing I did on his page.
So were you in like Facebook? You remember that movie on Netflix, Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yeah.
And how they created groups and these groups worked to like discover who this guy was. Were you in like any of these groups that was working to discover who Q was?
Well, no, yes and no. Nobody knows who Q is right now. They've got it narrowed down to like a few people,
Ron Watkins,
and it could be all of
Ron
them.
Watkins.
It could be all of them. But I firmly believe that Ron Watkins is the author of most of the Q drops.
And Trump's not on Twitter either right now, right?
Correct. Trump's not on anything. He's not
Trump
on.
can't get on Pornhub.
He's not on YouTube. He's not on Pinterest. He's not on Facebook.
Pornhub. He can't even jerk off.
He can't do
anymore.
anything.
No,
It's unbelievable.
He's been paying real life people to.
It's
do that for
unbelievable.
him.
The night that they
If I had
booted
this money, I would too.
The night that they booted Trump off Twitter, he reportedly tried to post from 4 different accounts. Like he has the real Donald Trump as his main Twitter. Then he has at POTUS, which is the official Twitter of whoever
Which he
is the
definitely
president.
doesn't have, yeah.
Then he tried to use his like online technical directors. He like took over his page, which on Twitter you can change everything on your profile but your screen name. That's your screen name forever. So he went on his like technical director's page and put his picture on there and said Donald Trump, but the screen name was still like at Jim somebody, like whatever. And he was like trying to tweet so bad. And it's been a really peaceful week without Donald Trump. Last week was really peaceful as far as Twitter goes.
Yeah.
The funny thing about Twitter now is like they banned all these QAnon people and all these crazy far right extremists. But all people are doing is just posting what these people are putting out on like Gab and Parler and all this shit. So it's still there for everybody to see it. It's just even crazier because those sites don't give a fuck. But even those sites are shutting down left and right because of high traffic and the FBI. The FBI is fucking these places up. So I don't know. My point is that everything's crazy, but I really do feel like everything's going to get better. I really do. I don't feel like everything's going to get better like with the people, but I do feel that like at least Joe Biden will become president. I do think that Joe Biden has positive intentions with a lot of the things I'm hearing. We'll just have to see how it all goes. It's going to go a lot easier because the Democrats control everything, which I'm personally not comfortable with, but it is what it is. Hopefully it just means that we all get better stimulus soon. The American people need it. I know that it's going to affect taxes in the long run, but a lot of people need a lot of help right now. So let's get this fucking train moving again. That's my point. Let's do late review.
I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
can't believe I'm just hearing. Why didn't I know about this sooner?
Try again.
All right, I'll go first. My late review this week, we are recording on Saturday. We just watched this movie today, and I've been wanting to watch it for a long time, ever since it came out, and I've been wanting to watch it. The newest Christopher Nolan movie called Tenet. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
It's got, what's his name? John David Washington.
John David Washington.
It's Denzel Washington's son. Do you know who I'm talking about? You might have seen him before.
He played in the Black Klansman.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
He's been around.
He's becoming a lot more popular, which I like a lot because he's a good actor. But are you guys familiar with Christopher Nolan movies? He's the one who did the Dark Knight movies, the three Batman movies with Christian Bale. He did Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know if you've seen that movie. This movie kind of goes along. It's not a sequel or anything to Inception, but it's like a mind fuck movie like that.
It really, yeah. I watched. I was so confused. I
This
still
movie-
don't know what's going on.
It's, to me, I wish it's got that guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's got
Robert Pattinson.
as well, and a couple other people. But those are the two main guys. And basically, Kev, this movie would bug you out. All right, you wouldn't understand it because it's really crazy and you're not smart. But like, it's all about like the time travel shit. Like,
yeah. So shut up.
He just says it like nonchalant.
That's fucked up.
It's because he thinks he's fucking funny, but
No,
he's not.
But like, we don't even understand it, and Taylor's watched it twice because it's very.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
jumping
I'm
timelines.
I'm gonna watch this movie and I'll fucking explain it to you, dickhead.
Dude, how funny would it be if Kev hit me
wanna
up and was
bo-
like,
we wanna-
so this is specifically what happens in this
This
fucking
is
movie."
a
Next week.
movie
Next week,
report.
that's your review, Kev. You gotta review that.
A movie report is
doing
due
it.
next week. It's not a book report because you're watching a movie. It's a movie report. It's due next week.
But so like basically,
Except I'm not gonna be on next week because you fucking suck.
Lies.
so Tenet is like it's really hard to explain, but basically there's this machine that is it's basically a time machine, but instead of like you traveling from one point in time to another point in time, it basically is like a light switch and it just turns time forward or turn times backwards. And you can be inverted going backwards and you're still going forwards. Like it's buggy. But like they explain it so crazy. Like you have to wear a gas mask when you're going backwards because otherwise Like you have to bring your own oxygen in, otherwise your lungs will implode because everything goes backwards. So like you're walking forwards and everybody else is walking backwards, and like if they see, like it's this crazy
trippy.
fucking thing.
It's trippy.
So like they're shooting guns, but then bullets are coming back into the guns and shit. Like it's wild. They're blowing up buildings, and then they're like coming back together and then blowing up again. It's like it's dope.
The special effects are pretty good.
The special effects are really good. The story is pretty wild. It's like he's like a secret agent kind of guy. He's on like a crazy mission to save the world, but like this whole time thing is involved, and he's trying to like figure out what it is and how it works, and it's really bugged out and wild. And there's a few scenes where it's just like, this is a fucking dope movie. And when it was over, I was like, I want to watch this again right away, because like
Surprise!
so many movies now are like remakes or sequels or whatever, and this was just a totally original idea, and it really makes you kind of think, and it really kind of made me want to go back and watch it again right away. I would give this a 10 out of 10, but the dialogue is just not loud. I found myself struggling to hear what the fuck was going on, and when you're dealing with something that's so crazy, you kind of need to hear what the fuck they're saying to each other. So I give this a very strong and definitive 9 out of 10. It's a very, very good
If we had
movie.
subtitles,
If I had subtitles, I would give it a 10.
probably give it more. Yeah. Yeah.
So 9 out of 10, 10 it, see it. Kev, definitely I think you would like it a lot. Jackie, what's yours?
I'm up now.
Oh, you're Kev?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
was
Go, Kev.
I just wanted you to know I was changing my mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
Kev, go ahead. What's your review?
I was just being a dickhead.
No, please, I
No.
want you to go.
Kev, I really didn't want to go next. You can go.
So we started this show. We're one episode in, and it was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh.
It's on Netflix. It's called Lupin or Lupin or
Lupin. Yeah,
Oh.
okay. I
We were
mentioned
talking
that.
about
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
yeah.
It just came out, right? It's like new,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a French show with English layover, or what do you call that?
Dub. They dub it in English. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, it is absolutely incredible. This guy, I don't want to do any spoiler alerts because it did just come out, but this guy winds up going to this auction for this necklace, gets these bad guys involved, and he winds up, I just give it a 9. It's fucking phenomenal, and everybody needs to watch it. It is a little bit, once you get through like the first 5 minutes of the dubbing of the English over the French,
Yeah.
it's a little bit rough to get through. But I really don't want to ruin anything of it because it's such a cliffhanger, and it's just like, whoa, it's fucking awesome.
You're going to keep watching it?
I'm gonna, without a doubt, keep watching it.
Wow, that's great.
Without a doubt, keep watching it. Like, dude, 9.5.
Wow.
Wow,
Kev doesn't
Good.
say shit like that.
Good.
Um,
It's really good.
I'm glad you kind of said something, because I was going to ask you how the dubbing like affected you, if it was like annoying to you or not.
Like, yeah. I mean, right in the beginning, you're like, but dude, if you stick with it, it goes away. It goes away 100%.
Well, it's cool, like, you know, because I looked at it and I was like, should we watch this? I don't know if I'm going to like the dubbing, but the dubbing is better than having it in French and reading the subtitles.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather, dude, I didn't fucking sign up to read a book. So,
Right. No, good. That's a good job, Kev. Good job by you. Danny, what's your review?
All right. The other night, Allison and I watched another movie. We've been watching a lot of movies lately and rewatching a lot of things. But a few nights ago, we found a new one on Netflix called The Fundamentals of Caring.
Okay.
This is from 2016. Main actors Paul Rudd and Selena Gomez.
Okay.
Paul Rudd is dealing with a family loss, and he's going through a tough time in his life. So he signs up to be a caregiver, something he's never done before. Takes the 6-week-long class, and his first patient that he gets paired up with is this family that just came from overseas, and I forget where they're from. I think they might be English, maybe. but the son has muscular dystrophy, and Paul Rudd is his caregiver, and it is. I thought it was going to be one of those emotional, sad, feel-good movies. This movie had me laughing my ass off.
Really?
Throughout the entire movie.
Okay.
Because the relationship that Paul Rudd plays with the guy he's giving care to, they have such a great relationship. The kid in the wheelchair, he's very quick and witty, and he's got great one-liners, and he's got a great sense of humor. And it was a hands down fantastic movie. I don't even know how I didn't hear about this. It got 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Wow.
I mean, it's no idea how I didn't hear about this. But the fundamentals of caring, it's only an hour and a half too, so it's a really easy watch.
Okay. Yeah.
It's listed under a comedy and drama. Drama a little bit. It was more funny and more feel good in my book.
Okay.
Highly suggested. It gets a strong 9.9 in my book.
Wow, that's
strong 9.9.
Wow. I'm giving it to Excellent job for everybody. Anybody have anything else to add before we get out of here?
I have to do my late review.
Oh, Jackie, you still need to do your Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay, terrific.
Wife. Cool.
Okay, terrific.
Go ahead.
We watched today a movie called Greenland.
Yes, we did.
Oh, don't say a fucking word more.
Well,
What's the name of
the
this
synopsis is a family struggles for survival in the face of a cataclysmic natural disaster. It's pretty intense.
It's an intense movie.
It's pretty much... It's a lot more. I would say it's a lot more action than not, right? There was a few moments in between, I guess, of events happening, but
basically, it's Gerard Butler, and meteors are getting ready to hit.
It's a comet,
an
right?
Asteroid and whatever.
It's not an asteroid; it's a comet because it's moving faster than an asteroid.
So basically, it's an extinction. It's an extinction level event. And they are selected to.
They're trying to get to safety.
They're trying to get to safety, and so it's one of those movies where he's got his family and he's trying to get them to safety, and a whole bunch of crazy shit happens. It's really good, really realistic. I thought.
I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, we liked it.
We liked it.
We liked it.
I'd give it an 8.
We like Gerald Butler anyway.
I just watched another one of his movies last night. Angel Has Fallen.
Oh yeah, that's good.
No, wait, that's the third one?
Yeah, I think
That's the third one. Yes.
That one.
Seen that one.
I've watched it. I didn't like it. The first two movies were so good.
Yeah, they were.
That
really
one,
good.
the third movie just felt really cheesy to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was still good.
It was good for what you're trying to accomplish. Because I'm like, where were they in that one?
They were in like France.
That was when Morgan Freeman was the president, and they were at his cabin fishing, and they used the drones to go after the president.
Okay. Because I'm like, I know the first one takes place obviously at the White House. Then the next one they were in London.
That's what it was.
And then this, we can watch it so you can see it.
One.
I didn't mind the one in London.
I like the first one. The first
one was really good.
First one
was great.
Good as shit. Yeah.
I didn't like the second one, but the third one, Angel Has Fallen, that was pretty good.
Did you ever see, what was the other movie that's similar? So that was Olympus Has Fallen, right? And the other one was White House Down. There was 2 movies that were released right around the same time, or at least within the same year.
Same name, yeah.
And they're very similar in storyline. And I was just curious. I've never seen White House Down, but I heard that one's a really shitty movie compared to Olympus Has Fallen. And I'm curious if other people agree.
I watched like the first half of it thinking it was Olympus Has Fallen. And
you're like, this isn't even the right cast.
Whoops.
no, it's shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, good job, everybody. It was a great show this week. Sponsored, as always, sponsored by Eunomia CBD. Get your ass over there to eunomiacbd.com. Use promo code MBN, get 20% off, free shipping, and a free gift. go to mbnnetwork.com. As soon as the show's over, just go there. Check out all the episodes of your favorite podcast on the network. They are there. Click on them. It's amazing. The website's fantastic. We got a mobile app on the way. It's going to be a big year. Peace out, Jackie. Say peace out.
Bye.
Peace out, Kev.
Love you too.
Peace out, Danny.
Peace out, guys.
Yo, everybody out there, make sure you guys have a great week. Positive vibes for Wednesday. And reach out to a red-pilled friend of yours. This shit is everywhere. We were in Michael's the other night, and somebody spelled QAnon with the fucking...
Like those little aluminum letters.
those
I
little
put them all
aluminum
back. I put them back.
I swear to God, it's everywhere.
I did my duty.
It's fucking funny.
It's not funny,
It's
Kev.
not funny.
It's not funny anymore, Kev. All right, everybody, have a great week. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.